Okay, what's up, everybody? RevSauce9. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Check out my secondary channel down below in the description. RevSauce92 down below in the description for everything else. This channel will be primarily for wrestling and sports talk and things like that. So down below, if you're looking for game streams, game reviews, tech unboxings, food and beverage, IRL stuff, down below is my second channel for everything else. So check that out down below in the description. My name is RevSauce9. Look, I want to address my Maxine Dupree stuff real quick. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate everything to do with that video. That's one of my highest viewed videos. You know, look, the comments, are 50-50. Look, some of you supported the video. Some of you didn't. Some of you have disliked the video. It's kind of 50-50, and to me, look, people are going to talk. People are going to do what they need to do. Look, a lot of you need to go do research and honestly learn how to chat in somebody's comment section, because a lot of you just, were spieling things to spiel things, missing stories to not knowing your full history. So it's like, guys, I just did that video as an opinion piece video. That's all that was. Yeah, I do think she needs to be an NXT home in her craft. I think it's absurd having her on the main roster and doing botches and being so green. I think she needs some training. If they gave her some time in NXT to do an NXT run like they're doing with Baron Corbin and a few others, like Shotzi over there. Fortunately, Shotzi got hurt. It would do her tremendous wonders. Same with Jake Cargill. I think both of them being in NXT would be perfect. I think it would help Maxine Dupree hardcore in the paint. So... And anyway, if you guys are quoting this Logan Paul interview, you got the wrong person. I don't know why. Somebody in my comment section was saying that. By the way, you got that wrong. Go Google the real information before you come and comment. Like, seriously. Anyway, and I had somebody tell me that nobody watches NXT. No casual fans watch it, but they get 700 to 900,000 views a week. And that's going to change when they hit the CW. So I don't know why a lot of you act like that. Like, people watch NXT. I'm one of them. I don't cover it every week. I cover it when I have an opportunity to. But yeah, I'm going to cover it more often with TNA and Rampage and Collision and things like that. So there's that. So anyway, tonight was a good show for NXT. Like, seriously, Roadblock is one of their TV pay-per-views. Actually pretty fantastic. D'Angelo versus Carmelo Hayes was actually pretty fantastic. And Trick Williams came out. Look, D'Angelo is going to be your number one contender going into Stand and Deliver. I'm good with this. Angelo's good shit. And then they had a segment at the very beginning of the show where he brought in a new person into the family. I like the mafia aspect of this. They're building D'Angelo and his faction very well as a mafia thing, and I'm cool with that. Carmelo Hayes and his little crew that he's got, like the gangster thing. I do like that. I do like how they're taking from, Training Day kind of idea, and they're bringing it in kind of a Vin Diesel kind of with Fast and the Furious, and kind of a little bit of Denzel Washington. I like that. I like how NXT is doing different things and trying different things, and I really enjoy that. And I really enjoyed that D'Angelo made a promise to somebody and they brought in Trick Williams, and Trick Williams is so over. Drop that trick is the thing, if I'm saying it right, is really good. And I'm with the crowd with that. I really am a Trick Williams fan. I'm also a Carmelo Hayes fan. I thought they put him on the main roster way too soon. I thought they debuted him way too soon. I thought they put him in with the main cast of people way too quick. I think, give him some time in NXT next to Braun Breaker. I think, look, Braun is coming to the main roster no matter what, but I don't want to see Braun being pushed too heavily fast. I really think Braun should have been in the Intercontinental belt, stuff. I really thought that's what they should have done with that. Kind of him taking Brock Lesnar's spot would have been better to me than a Chad Gable and a what have you done for me lately, Sami Zayn. I really am pushing for Chad Gable here. I think in that 6-man gauntlet next week, Chad Gable needs to win that. Sami Zayn, we've been here, done that with him. They're doing the Rocky thing with him, and We've been there, done that. So that's just my personal opinion there. But getting back into NXT, Joe Gacy, Dijak, man. Look, love both of them, hate them both. I think Joe Gacy is a Bray Wyatt-esque character, and it works very well in NXT for me. I love Bray Wyatt, and Joe Gacy fills that for me. And this match was really good. Joe Gacy didn't win. Dijak, is pretty much their main card kind of guy. Of course he's going to win. He's got that superhero vigilante kind of character. But I did like how he taped the eyes and then hit his two finishers back to back. Joe Gacy got out of one, couldn't come out the second. And then this moonsault from the heavens up on top of the cage, kind of pulling his inner Cody Rhodes in AEW, was actually really good. This match I had no complaints about at all. None at all. I think these two talents complement each other. I think they can have a lure of series of matches. I think they could have another match, honestly. They probably won't do that because they've pretty much had three. And the things that led up to this in Dijak's lair and stuff like that was actually pretty good. I really don't have a complaint there when it comes to Joe Gacy and Dijak here. Again, we had the tag team championship match. Braun Breaker, Baron Corbin defeating Chase U. Look, Chase U is good shit. They've had the run with the belts. They'll get there again. JC Jane got him there. I think they're going to split off. I really, really, really think Tara Hall is going to turn on Joe Gacy. I really see that. Her character, they need to rechange her character. Her character needs to be with JC Jane. I think, honestly, if they wanted to start up again, the whole, lusting faction that they had with Mandy Rose again, I'd be okay with that. If they want to restart that, I'd be okay with that. Again, Toxic Attraction, if they wanted to start that again, they could potentially with these women together. JC Jane is a sexy looking character. I think she should have everything thrown at her. I think she should be main event ready at this point. They're doing good things by her. It wasn't Chase U's time. Chase U had their time in the sun. We'll see what they do with this. I think they're going to split factions. I think there's going to be a women's side of Chase U. Or what they could do is Hall could move on. You know what I mean? She could move on from the Chase U and go with JC Jane. They're kind of blowing her off now, but I think they'll bring her in under a faction or beat the crap out of her one of the ways there. But again, Tara Hall, literally Tamarin Tara, I'm probably butchering her name. I love her character because every week she gets herself in trouble. She's like the I'm going to say this in a good way. It's like the Scooby-Doo thing. Like, oh my God, I got in a fight because I was mad. And it's like, no, you literally, did it to yourself. You know what I mean? So there's that. But anyway, the Baron Corbin hits a spear with the end of days or deep six into a spear. That shit's amazing. Baron Corbin looks like he's revitalized himself here in NXT, and it's working for him. I really think Baron could be North American champion. I could see him moving up the card from the tag team belts. I think NXT works for him, honestly. And, I think this tag team is over. And I really think, the fans are loving it. I love Braun Breaker. I love the wolf aspect of this, what they're doing with the mask as they come in. But it wasn't Chase U's time. Look, Chase U, I literally love Andre Chase. I think Andre Chase on his own is good shit. Duke Hudson, I like him too. I think they should break off and be singles competitors at this point. I could see one going for North American and another one going for a heavyweight belt. You know what I mean? Or the NXT championship. Both of these guys could be on the main roster. To be honest with you, they're both great. Shawn Spears defeats Connors here, an upcoming talent from NXT. Look, it was a quick match. This was not anything special. It was a C4 spike, and that was that. Sean Spears is good shit. He's doing the chairman gimmick within NXT, and they're doing a better job than AEW did. And he's getting more of a highlight here. Now, does that mean Sean Spears is going to be on the main roster soon? No. I think Sean Spears got a long way to go in NXT. I think this time around, I could see him definitely as an NXT champion down the road, or North American. If they want to, they could set it up to do many different things in NXT. But yes, him and Rich Holland next week. I'm pretty happy about that. I think they're both going to be great there. Women's tag team belts, the Kabuki Warriors defeat Tatum Paxley and Laya Valkyrie. And then after the match, we're going to say Roxanne Perez snapped her arm. It's all in kayfabe, but I will say this. Roxanne Perez is NXT right now for the women's side. She is a Rhea Ripley-esque character right now, and I love it. Roxanne Perez should be on your main roster. I've been a huge Roxanne Perez fan for a long time, and, love her, hate her. She's young. She, was former Ring of Honor champion, did a lot of things in Ring of Honor before joining NXT. I honestly believe that she should be NXT champion again, 2-time. I'm all for it with this character. I think Kyria is going to lose, and I think that'll go right to Roxanne Perez. Sorry, my English this morning. Valkyria, I like her. It's just, they brought her in, they pushed her to the moon and back. To me, it's kind of falling apart, and I think Roxanne Perez is more believable to me. Roxanne Perez is the shit. And I think a lot of people have slept on Roxanne Perez. I think when Roxanne Perez goes to the main roster, she's going to transcend that Raw roster. And I could see her as women's champion right off the rip, too, going to NXT or to the main roster. But, yeah, this match was great. It was typical Kabuki Warriors match. Sorry, my sinuses today. My apologies in this recording. Like I said, the Kabuki Warriors back and forth did their thing. And then you had the NXT Women's Champion and Tatum Paxley. Both were great, but not enough. They botched. I think there was like a kick on the side to the head. And then Kabuki Warriors took advantage. And then there was your 1, 2, 3. So there was that. Felton Henley versus Blair Davenport. There was a segment beforehand to get to this match where they were trying to help a Chase U person or one of the Chase U members find love, and both of them had an argument and led into the match. Felton Henley is great shit. She was part of Jackson Briggs' group, and Blair Davenport did lose here, which was shocking but not shocking. Again, Soroka came in and ruined it for her after putting her on the shelf for as long as she did. And that's going to set up a match for probably next week or the week after that. Or in Stand and Deliver, they're going to set that up for that. Blair Davenport's no joke. Blair Davenport is a talent that was AEW all the way, and they botched her. They actually, same with Jay Cargill. Those are two. If you want to look at talents, Alexis King, Blair Davenport, Jay Cargill. 3 people from AEW that got fucked up and didn't really go anywhere. And Jay Cargill was the TBS champion for too long, and they wasted her with that belt. So, again, like I said, Brother Davenport's good shit. Then we get into Tony D'Angelo and Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes does lose this due to a Trick Williams kind of music hits, and then D'Angelo hits his finish 1, 2, and 3. This match had it all. Carmelo Hayes throughout the night had interviews, and he had a chair, and they had the interviewer on the chair sitting where he looked like he had reinforcements like SWAT. It looked like kind of like Training Day to me, or like Fast and the Furious kind of deal. And it was actually pretty good, actually. I actually really enjoyed that. But yeah, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, Stand and Deliver what they look like they're going for. And good on D'Angelo. D'Angelo, they've been pushing pretty hard, tag team and non-tag team. So it's actually very good for him. And I'm glad to see him going to get a title shot against Ilya Dragunov at Stand and Deliver. Hopefully he does go over at Stand and Deliver. I could see Dragunov beating him, though. But Carmelo Hayes in the match, the Don, They went to a lot of commercial breaks during this match. I thought, at the very beginning with the tag team match, and I thought with the main event, they would not do too many commercial breaks. They did the opposite of that. Too many commercial breaks, not less. But again, that was NXT, honestly. Okay, so the power of editing. I forgot to mention the William Regal segment with his son, Charlie Dempsey, in the Heritage Cup. I thought that shit was fantastically spot on. I thought William Regal coming out and basically saying, you're going to hold this cup and you guys are not going to lose it, right? And then his son said, I was better than you. And they were saying, who's your daddy or whatever. It was pretty cool. It looks like Charlie Dempsey and his dad, maybe his dad will become a manager of him in the group, maybe. And I like the fact they're calling him Mr. Regal now, not William Regal, but I thought it was really cool. Hopefully he goes back to being general manager, or maybe he'll become part of this faction. Who knows? This is why he came back to NXT to train his son and get his son into ring, become the ring general like him. So there's that. So hopefully you enjoyed the show. Again, I gave it a 7.75, a B- show. I thought it was pretty fantastic for what it was. A lot of people tell me they don't watch NXT, but they do. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.